All right, back in the garage today to make more homemade tractor implements. Today's project is a snowplow. So I picked up this full-size truck plow off Marketplace for $100. Too big, too wide for a small tractor like mine, so I brought it to the local welders and had them cut off the ends by 10 inches, which I think is going to give me 64 inches wide, which will be enough to clear the wheels even when the blade is angled. Not quite sure how I'm going to do this up yet, but picked up this blank skid steer quick attach plate from Amazon here in Canada. I think it was like 120 bucks. And the reason why I want to do this myself is because the plows that you can purchase from regular retailers for compact tractors, one thing, they're wildly expensive and they stick so far out, and it just looks ridiculous to me. And I feel it could possibly tweak the arms of the loader pretty easily, being out that far and having so much distance and create so much torque on those arms. So I'm gonna see what I can come up with. It's gonna be a manual angle, just like my four-wheeler that I've been used to plow for years with. So it's no big deal to me. It would be nice if it was hydraulic, but I don't have that third function at the front. So we'll see where we get to, and we'll see if it works out. All right, so this is not gonna be a full how-to video. It's more of to give someone else an idea, not of how to actually do this. I'm just trying to figure out the best angle to start welding the hinge system onto this skid steer quick attach plate. And you'll notice it's pretty far out, but that's because the loader's all the way back as far as it can go. And I kind of want to have the ability to lift snow up the front of a pile or something like that, and then I'll have plenty of ability to tilt it more forward, since the loader can go so far forward but not that far back. All right, so she's all done. Here's what I come up with. It's all painted up, looks nice and ghetto. There's that. It's got hinges on each side of the quick attach plate. I think I mentioned earlier, that way it doesn't have to stick out so far. And yeah, it'd be nice to have a $7,000-8,000 fully hydraulic and articulating plow, but not happening. So here's how she works. Let's see here. So if you want to angle it out, take out that pin, open her up. Pop that guy in. Pop that guy in, and she's all set. All right, back in from giving it a test, and it worked pretty good. The only issue really is that the plow wasn't angled quite enough, so some was dumping off to the one side. So I just made this A-arm here a little bit longer just by adding one more tube here. That was just the easiest way to do it. And now the angle's pretty much bang on. The only issue is I kind of wish I didn't cut down this plow. It's has the ability to move a lot more snow, especially if there was a lighter snow. However, if it was a heavy snow, then it's probably a good thing that I did cut this down. So what I'm going to do for that is come up with some sort of system to reattach those end cuts on each side and make them removable. So if it's a light snowfall, I can put them on and plow a lot wider path. And if it's super heavy snow, then I'll take them off, you know, so it's not too hard on the tractor. So here's what I come up with to reattach these offcuts. So I just welded on a couple pieces of square tube onto the top and bottom of the plow, and then the same thing on the offcuts itself. And the way it goes on is take these pins, I guess you'd call it, slide them there, like that, and just lock it in with a cutter. So now I've got a full width plow for those lighter days, and it makes quite a big difference. So the only thing that kind of sucks is I should have insisted that the place that cut these ends off used a bandsaw, because these plasma cuts are pretty rough, but it's still not bad, works well. I've tried it out, and there we go.